This is 3-3 proving lines parallel, but I want to go back and talk about 3-2 for a second. So in 3-2, we had some if-then statements. So the hypothesis is our if, and the conclusion is our then. Okay, so for instance, let me get a pointer here for you. So if we have two parallel lines that are cut by a transversal, so these are parallel lines right here with our little caret, cut by a transversal T, then the pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. So if we have parallel lines, then the angles are congruent. Alternate interior angles. If we have parallel lines, then the angles are congruent. Alternate exterior angles. If we have parallel lines, then the angles are congruent. Same side interior angles. This one's a little bit different. If we have parallel lines, then the same side interior add to 180, like angles 2 and angle 3 are same side interior, they add to 180. Okay, so then for 3-3 now, the converse, we switch the if and then. So if you notice, the if is talking about congruent angles, and then the then is talking about having the parallel lines. So this is saying that M is parallel to N. Let me point for you. So if we have congruent angles, in this case we have congruent corresponding angles, then the lines are parallel, and the reason would be because of the converse of the corresponding angles postulate. So if you're telling me lines are parallel, you're going to say converse of the corresponding angle postulate. Okay? So here we have alternate interior angles that are congruent. So if the angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel because of the converse of the alternate interior angles theorem. If we have congruent alternate exterior angles, then the lines are parallel because of the converse of the alternate exterior angles theorem. If we have same side interior angles adding to 180, or also known as supplementary, then the lines are parallel because of the converse of the same side interior angle theorem. So the difference between 3-2's lesson and 3-3 is in 3-2, you're asked to find angle measurements. Because you have parallel lines, we have a lot of congruent angles, or we have supplementary, same side interior angles. In 3-3, you're asked to prove lines are parallel. The conclusion here, you're proving lines are parallel, meaning they're going to give you congruent angles. You have to see what the relationship is. Here they're corresponding. Here they're alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior. These are supplementary though. Then the lines are parallel, and you give your reasoning because of the converse of whichever angle pair you see. Converse of alternate interior angle theorem, for instance. Try the guided practice in your ebook and check your answers to see how to write out your final answer. That's the best thing to do to practice 3-3.